Okay, we're continuing with Easy Digital Downloads, a plugin for WordPress that allows you to sell digital products safely and securely so that people can't give out a link to their friends so that they can download it. Okay, so we've done our basic settings here. Remember over on the side, we've got our menu here. Let's go add a new download. Basically, each of your downloadable products has to be entered over here. So it's called downloads, but in a sense, they're talking about your products. Okay, so I'm going to sell a product called A Guide to Antique Dinnerware. Okay, it's a PDF that I'm going to sell to people. Antique Dinnerware Guide. Okay, this is where the description goes. Okay, and then I'm going to add, I've got a featured image of my cover. I'm going to put that up. We go here. And I just go over to here. There's our cover. We had our PDF there, you're going to see. So there's our cover. We do that, and we say, yes, use it as the featured image. That's great. I go over here, and I could categorize this so I can have product categories. I'm going to call, actually, let's do that. We'll add a new category here. I'll call it ebooks. Okay, so we can have these in categories. Now, download configuration. What's our price? I'm just going to make this $1 for testing purposes here. If you enable variable pricing, this is quite handy. You could have different options, different amounts. If you had images, for example, you could have different sizes of image. So one for web, one for print, and charge different prices for them, that sort of thing. We're not going to enable that here, just $1 for this product. So I give it a file name. Now, one of the things you'll notice, these aren't very grayed out, so it looks like they're filled in, but they're actually not. So let's go here, and we'll give this a file name, Antique Dinnerware. The file URL, so now I'm going to upload the file, and this is where I go to my PDF here. So I'm selling a PDF, and there it is. And it says use this file. You don't have to touch anything else here, just use this file. There we go. Technically, it's getting added to your media library, but you're doing it from here. Okay. And you could add another file if you needed to, if this was a multi-file item. Now, purchase text. This is a little bit confusing because it looks like purchase is the default word here. But in fact, it's just a placeholder. And you start entering here and you go, buy this baby now. That was from my testing I was doing. Buy the book. There we go. So this is the text that you actually want on, and here you have your choice, on a button or as a text link. Let's choose a button. Now you get some styles to choose from here. I like this page, this admin page, because things that you don't need don't appear until you click on them. So it's nicely laid out that way. What kind of button do we want? Well, let's make it a green button, let's say. I know all the experts say it should be a red button, but there you go. Disable the purchase button. Now, this one I'm never quite sure about why they have this in here. If you didn't want the purchase button to show up, okay, you don't have to, but I think we do want ours to show, all right? This is also a little confusing here. This is the short code you could use to put in a page. But it says the style options above do not reflect the style of shortcode. Now, they don't right here. Like if I've chosen green, but it says blue here. But watch what happens when I save this. I think I've got everything else. Purchase log. This is what will show for the product once sales start happening and downloads happen. So this is purchase notes here. If you want to add something in the purchase receipt, these are instructions you can put in there. Okay. Let's publish this now. Just want to show you real fast when I go down here. Notice what happens now. The shortcode actually now does reflect your choices up here. I think what they're trying to say is the style option doesn't necessarily reflect, depending on the point at which you grab it here. It doesn't reflect what you've changed up here. Right now it does actually. And so you can grab this shortcode and place it anywhere as a buy now button. Okay? Now, we've got this added, it's published. Let's go and look at our downloads here. So it'll list it now. Here's our downloads. It's kind of nice. The short code is available right there, which is really handy. Tells us what category it's in, the price, how many sales. It's a very nice little showing here of what we've got. Now, let's go to our website here. I'm going to refresh. And the question is, where do we find this? If I go to my blog, which might be where I might find it. No, it's not there. That Buy Now button, by the way, is left over from some other work we were doing with inserting Buy Now buttons. So the question is, where do I find my downloads? And I think this was one of the biggest confusions to me when I first installed this plugin. These are post types, right? Custom post types. I've created a new post in the custom post type, but where does it show up? Let's go back to pages. Remember, it created some automatic pages for us. Well, it created checkout, purchase confirmation, purchase history. Well, okay, I can check out, I can confirm, but where do I actually see my products? What's really odd is they don't create a page automatically for it. So we're going to have to do it ourselves. And the way you find out about this is over on their website, Easy Digital Downloads, they actually have really, really good support and really good documentation. And what's really odd is they didn't do this. And here it is right here. Show a downloads list of grids. Okay. So basically, this is your page. Let's just grab this right here. Actually, I'm going to view the post because I have to grab the code out of there. This is what's going to show you a list of what's available in your catalog. Okay. All right. And I grab this. And now I go over to here and I'm going to create a new page. And I'm going to call this downloadable products. I just put my short code in there. So again, this is a page that they could have created. I'm going to do that. I'm going to go to my menus. I find my page. There it is, downloadable products. Add it to my menu. There it is. Save my menu. All right, now we're in the downloadable products business. Downloadable products. Click on that. And what do we get? Aha, there we go. And in fact, it's quite nicely laid out. It's basically like a little catalog for you. Automatically sets it up. You can't really see here because I've only got one product, but it would do multiple columns here and so forth. You can control that. In fact, it shows you right here how you can control it with attributes. Very, very powerful attributes here. Might get a little complicated for some people, but you could say how many columns do you want. These are all the defaults that you're seeing here, okay? And that's what's producing this. So we're all set. We can see our products. In another video, we're going to talk about the purchase process.